Living a Healthy Lifestyle show with your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay.
Hey, everybody. We are in the Living a Healthy Lifestyle show studios, and I am your favorite holistic health coach, Carrie Kay. And I just want to welcome you to the show. Thank you, Heavenly Father, so much for this amazing opportunity to reach out to people that are helping so many people today. This show would not be possible if it wasn't for you and the studios here on Nursery Boulevard. That's 2333 Nursery Boulevard is where our studios are located. And I have a special guest today. She's a special friend of mine, Amy Homsey, and she is a senior presidential director with LifeWave, also started My Holistic Club, and is helping a lot of entrepreneurs to create their own businesses in the holistic field. So Amy, welcome to the show today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Carrie. It's an honor to be here.
Awesome.
Happy Friday.
Yes, it's a beautiful Friday here in sunny Florida. So you're the owner of My Holistic Club, and you've been in natural health for over 30 years. So how did you get started in natural health? And in a little while, we're going to show your before and after pictures that are so amazing with the power of the patch. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So share how you found natural health and how you got through all the stuff you went through.
Yes, thank you. I'll tell you what, Carrie, it's been a long journey, and it actually started when I was a child. I witnessed it with my own eyes. So my grandfather, back in the 70s, had lung cancer, and he had a tumor the size of a grapefruit. And we lived in a small hometown, little country town, and my parents actually flew him to Mexico and they did all kinds of alternative treatments on him. And I was about 10, 11 years old at that time. Anyway, they did these natural treatments on him and his tumor shrank. It was completely gone. It was so impactful that this little community that we grew up in, it was in the newspaper. We didn't really have a lot of news, right? It was all about cows and, deer was out in the country, but they wrote this article. So that actually stayed with me. Okay. So they rejected all conventional treatments and medication. And I thought, wow, that's pretty interesting, right? So then as a teenager, I had my own health issues and Western medicine wasn't helping me. In fact, I had something called endometriosis. You may have heard of it. And it was really bad. So at 18 years of age, they wanted to do a hysterectomy on me at 18. And I said, heck no. And I'm like, that just doesn't sound right. I wanted to have children. And so I refused that treatment and just started researching. And thank God I have two healthy, beautiful children today. They're in their 30s. So I just started my path from there, Carrie. I've had multiple car accidents. I have herniations in my back and my neck. I've treated that all holistically over the years through chiropractic care, massage therapy, acupuncture, supplements. So I've been very blessed. I've avoided surgery. And then another thing happened 11 years ago. My husband was diagnosed with leukemia. He had cancer. And thankfully, he was open to alternative treatments. So we ended up firing his oncologist because we were not on the same page. And we treated him 100% naturally. And thank God he is still here. So I was blessed, and this technology found me 4 years ago. And we were already into natural health, helping people. And we found this wearable patented technology, which we like to call, right, Carrie, the power of the patch. I know it's changed your life as well. So anyway, so that's where I came from. So I had all that history. I've studied, and then I've been helping people with their health for the last probably 10 years. But this product here has changed my life. So, and I know you asked me about My Holistic Club. So you tell me where you want me to go from here.
Well, yes, thank you for sharing. And I do want to let everybody know that this doesn't heal, treat, or cure anything. We are just sharing stories of health and beautiful health that transformation. So yeah, share with us how you found this incredible wearable technology.
Yes. A good friend of mine who's also into natural health shared it 4 years ago with me. And you're right. We're not talking about treating or curing anything. Yeah, I have one here. But I was open, right? Because Carrie, this is non-transdermal, which means nothing's going in your skin. You simply put on this patch, you wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And what it's doing is we are infrared beings. And there's amino acids, salts, sugars, crystals, water in here. And when we place this on our skin, it just starts activating, renewing the cells that we were born with. Remember those abundance of cells that we had when we were little? So as we age, those start to decline and go dormant. So this is called the X39, and it activates the natural flow. Okay, listen to this, the natural flow of energy to support our whole body and wellness. So I started on this 4 years ago, and here's what it's done for me. And again, I'm not making any medical claims. We're all different. I know you've had a different result than I've had, but Carrie, my sleep is so much better. I have an autoimmune disorder, supposedly, and I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't going into that deep sleep. So now I'm dreaming again. I'm like out like a light. So the first thing I noticed was sleeping and then energy. So now I have a lot more energy to get through the day. My skin looks better. My hair looks better. I know you can relate to that, right? But again, this is my story. I just turned 58. I'm 58 and a half. And I went to the eye doctor 6 months ago, and I haven't been in probably 20 years because I never really had an issue with my eyes, but I went, got the full exam, and he said, your vision is 20/10 in each eye.
Wow.
And I said, what does that mean? Because honestly, I didn't know what that meant. And he goes, well, it's better than 20/20. I said, are you kidding me? I'm almost 59. He goes, yeah. He goes, your vision has improved. So that happened to me. Again, we are renewing cells that we were born with. And when we renew these cells and peptides, it makes us more youthful, right? From the inside out. Now, the other thing that happened to me, Carrie, is my cholesterol did go down 23 points. Didn't really change much on my diet or my lifestyle. I am Italian, so I do kind of follow like the Mediterranean lifestyle, but I've lost 12 pounds. A lot of my pain and inflammation has gone down, and I have herniations in my back and my neck from my 5 car accidents. So I have lived with chronic pain for 30 years. 30 years, Carrie. So I'm talking, I used to get migraines once or twice a month so badly, I thought my head was going to explode, right? I'm not a medication person, but it was debilitating at times. And I just realized this the other day when I was talking to someone who gets headaches. In 4 years of me wearing this patch, I had one bad headache in 4 years, and I used to get them once a month for almost 30 years.
Wow. That's
Now,
crazy.
the other thing that has happened to me is my gums are no longer receding. You know, when you get your 50s and all that, you know, your pockets and all that, and they wanted me to do this cleaning and 4 quadrants and thousands of dollars. And it was right when I started on the patch. And I said, you know what? Give me 6 months. I found out about this new technology. I want to give it a try because I've heard numerous testimonials on gums. So I said, let me try it. So I did, went back 6 months later. Guess what? It improved. Went back another 6 months. It kept improving. And I never had to have that painful, expensive cleaning. So my gums are no longer receding. Also, I had a cesarean 37 years ago. Have a scar this big. And guess what? It's fading. It is fading. So again, for me, it's energy, it's sleep. Oh, one of the biggest things is mental clarity. You know what brain fog is, right, Carrie?
Yes.
Well, I used to have that terribly. In fact, it used to take me, once I woke up in the morning, it would take me 2 hours before I actually felt like I could function as a human being. Now I get out of bed, boom, I'm ready to rock and roll. So the biggest thing for me is the mental clarity, but my pain and inflammation. And when you show my before and after, you'll see that I had a lot of inflammation, but my energy is better. People say my eyes look brighter, my skin. So I am very blessed, and I love sharing this with all the clients that we work with. And
There is your before
yeah,
and afters.
yeah,
Wow.
here's my before and after.
You
So
could tell
this
you've
one here
lost
on the left,
weight.
yeah. Well, it's also inflammation too, but yes. So
Mhm.
that was like 2019. I started on the patch in 2020. It was March 20th, 2020. I remember the date exactly. So this is me just a couple months ago on the right-hand side. So you can see my eyes look brighter. I look more alive. And the other thing, Carrie, that's happened to me is I just have a sense of well-being, and we hear that a lot. Like people just feel more positive, and I'm able to handle my stress a lot better. It's the weirdest thing. You just feel more positive, or you feel more alive.
Wow. And so why did you start My Holistic Club? I'm very familiar with these clubs and how they've helped so many people. And you have people that are all doing natural, holistic things, like we have natural hair and natural makeup. I'm wearing your makeup. I love the makeup from your granddaughter. It's so amazing.
Thank you.
It's made my skin look so young and beautiful. So why did you start My Holistic Club?
Yeah, we started it because my husband and I have a passion for natural health, and I want to help people on a larger scale. So what My Holistic Club is, and by the way, it's myholisticclub.com. We have a bunch of affiliates, and you're one of them. We have health coaches, chiropractors, acupuncture, facialists, massage therapists, IV places, and the list goes on and on. Different affiliates that work with wellness products or services in the holistic arena. Holistic is mind, body, and spirit, right? Because it all
Mhm.
works together. We even have some emotional coaches and different spiritual coaches as well, because it all works well. So I started it because I don't, and again, this is just my story. I typically don't go to a medical doctor. Okay, that's just my personal choice. There's a time and a place for that. I'm not, discounting that. There's definitely a time and a place. But if there's something going on with me, I seek natural practitioners. Okay, I go get a massage, go to the chiropractor. I do go to an integrative doctor in Tampa that does both Western medicine, Eastern medicine as well. But we started this club because a lot of the natural and holistic services are not covered by insurance, unfortunately. Okay, it's really a shame. Prevention should be covered, right? Because I'm a big believer, Carrie, in health is wealth, and you either pay for your health now. Your health is an investment. You either pay for it now or you pay later. So I'm all about prevention. So I spend a lot of money to try and prevent things or delay things. So we wanted to help people save money. So My Holistic Club is a membership. So people will pay $14.95 a month, but then they could go to any of our affiliates, whether you could go get a massage, go to the salt room, which is very relaxing and great for your immune system. Go to the chiropractor, go get an acupuncture treatment, go to a health coach like yourself for nutrition or for herbs, all of that. And now you save 20%. So I wanted people to get healthier, but to save money. And the other thing that we do is with all these wellness affiliates, by the way, we have about 74 or 75 on our platform now. We're in Pinellas County and in Tampa, but some of our coaches, such as Carrie and others, they're all over the nation because, they do Zooms and conference calls. So anyone could pretty much join our club, but you're saving 20% in getting healthier, and the affiliates work together. So it's almost like a networking group within the community, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you have a great big event coming up where we're going to learn muscle testing. Can you tell us a
Yes.
little bit about that and how that pertains to the power of the pad?
It all works together. And I love all of this, Carrie, because it's all synergistic, right? It's all synergistic. So I'm working with a couple of naturopaths, and one of them is Dr. Jerry Weber. I wish I had the flyer in front of me. It's on my phone, but He's coming into town. We're having a big event in Oldsmar, Florida, May 4th. And he's going to teach us how to muscle test ourselves, guys. It's called applied kinesiology, but muscle testing where you can test yourself for foods that are good for you or not good for you, supplements, medications, and we could even test for the patch. So it's really empowers you for your own health. And Carrie, once I learned that, I'm going to use it for the patches because it's amazing because folks, and I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be. I just studied a lot of this stuff because it's my passion and use it with my family. I've been using oils and herbs and supplements with my kids since they were this high. But we're energy and we have an energy field, and some things are good for our bodies and some things are not, and the body doesn't lie. So I'll give you an example. I'm very big into supplements and I spend a lot of money on great supplements, right? And I took them to my chiropractor and she muscle tested me, and half of them weren't good for me. All right. Even though they had organic ingredients, they had 10,000 5-star reviews, but for my body, there was something in it that wasn't working. So now if you learn how to muscle test, you could save money and not take things that aren't good for you. So yeah, May 4th in Oldsmar. Let me give you everyone my phone number. They can reach out to me. It's 727-776-4552. 727-776-4552. And so if you're interested, please contact me. There is a charge because the doctor's flying in here from Indiana. It's going to be a 5-hour day, May 4th, which is a Saturday. It's $169. But we're just talking about health in general, Carrie. This is about, you know what, being your own healthcare advocate, taking your health back, making your own, right? Being independent, having freedom, being independent, making your own choices. Remember, you only get one body. You only get one body. And I learned that when I was 18 years old, when they wanted to do a hysterectomy on me. I'm like, something doesn't sound right. Logically, that didn't sound right. And thank God I had that fire in me and that knowledge not to do it, Carrie. I wouldn't have my beautiful children and my grandchildren today, right? So take your power back, folks. That's what this is all about. Combine the two. Go to your medical doctor, but learn about natural remedies. You could combine them. The thing I love about the holistic world is there's usually no side effects. There's no harm. It's about building the body up, building your energy, building your immune system. Even if you applied medication with that, there's no harm. But I'm a big believer in let's build as many defenses for your body as you possibly can. I want as many tools in my toolbox, Carrie, as I can, like these patches, like acupuncture, like chiropractic, like drinking water, folks. We're supposed to be drinking half our body weight in ounces a day, like going for a 30-minute walk, getting some natural sunlight. The list goes on and on and on. But I'm very excited about helping people. And I'll tell you, Carrie, I never dreamt that this would happen. But my husband and I, and since he is a cancer survivor, and he had his cancer long before we knew about this technology. So I'm not tying the two together by any means. But what I am saying is when I found out about this technology and that it renews the cells we were born with and peptides that we've lost over the years, it wouldn't hurt. Let's add this to your regimen. Why not?
Yeah. Amen. That's great. Yeah, because I had somebody that was doing muscle testing with antibiotics, and they were able to pull their arm. Their arm was pushed down, and I was like, why is that going on? Well, it's because those antibiotics reacted to her body, and she wasn't able to use them. But then we put the X39 on, and her arm is just as strong as can be. So I do understand muscle testing. That's great.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
powerful. It's powerful. But what I want your audience to know, this is non-transdermal, non-invasive, and it gently stimulates your skin with light. And it made sense to me, Carrie, when I first found out about it, because it's like when we go out in the sun. What happens? We go out in the sun hits our body, it activates vitamin D naturally. It's called phototherapy. And that's what these do. So With My Holistic Club, we have the practitioners, affiliates, but we also have products on there that are all natural based. And one of them is this patch. But I know you mentioned the skincare and the makeup. And so that was another passion of mine, because my husband being a cancer survivor, I learned that everything we put on our body goes in our bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
So folks, you really want to look at your personal care, your shampoo. So years ago, I changed my shampoo, my body lotions, my makeup, my shaving cream, my deodorant. All right. You don't want to be using aluminum under your arms, ladies and gentlemen. So all those things. We have a water filtration system. We have the shower heads. I mean, on and on. Unfortunately, we are bombarded with toxins and chemicals every day. So again, we need to build our bodies, build our immune system, build that toolbox. I have an anti-radiation cover on my cell phone, right?
I do too.
So I just think people need to be equipped or informed, right? I just like to inform people of different alternatives out there, and they make their own decision. My husband and I have been working with people for 10 years who are diagnosed with, a horrible disease or whatever you want to call it. We tell them what we did, and we have different resources that we can point them to, but we want them to be educated and informed, and obviously everyone has to do their own path, right?
Well, don't you
Their
know what the
own
keys
journey.
of success is? It's keep educating yourself. It is. So we are big educators on ourselves and how we can get our own bodies healed. So that is just awesome.
And passing that knowledge on, right? Because, and I've
Yep.
said this before, when you understand this and learn things that help you, that make a difference in your life, I truly believe, and this is just my verbiage alone, it is criminal when we don't share this. Again, what people do with it is entirely up to them, but I feel obligated on a humanitarian level to share different products and services, resources, practitioners that have helped me and my family, because people are suffering, Carrie. People are suffering out there today. They're overwhelmed, they're overworked, they're stressed out, they're not sleeping, they have anxiety. I never knew so many people that had anxiety. And even our young people today, the world is crazy. So people need different tools and resources to help them get through. And why not have something that is non-transdermal or something that's natural, that's not going to cause any harm?
Yeah. And we have a lot of doctors getting on board with this too, because it is such a great way to heal the body holistically.
Right. And this
Great.
patch does not heal anything. This does not heal anything. It activates, renews cells and peptides in your body to a younger, youthful state. When we were younger, who doesn't want that? And if you give the body the right things, good nutrition, exercise, water, right? Healthy, pure water. And then maybe use a non-transdermal patch like this, that, by the way, this is unique to us. No one else has it. This is a patented technology, folks. We, through our technology with all of our products, there's over 132 patents and 90 plus clinical studies. So what I love, Carrie, is using natural products that are backed by science, right? It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about David Schmidt. We have a few minutes left, about how he created this beautiful patch.
I only have a couple of minutes to talk about that the most remarkable man. Okay. So David Schmidt is our founder and inventor of this technology. His company's been around for 20 years. The first wearable patch technology came out 20 years ago for the Navy SEALs for their energy. The military commissioned David to come up with something, because he's always been an inventor and a scientist, to come up with something for the Navy SEALs for their overnight commissions that, but they didn't want any more stimulants or caffeine. So the first patch was born. The X39 came out, wow, 5 years ago. I got on it 4 years ago. So 5 years ago. And it literally took the company from 30 million a year to over 400 million in 5 short years, Carrie, because it works. So David has 132 patents. His products are sold in 81 countries. There's 90 plus clinical studies on all independent clinical studies on his technology. He's a humanitarian. He built a drone 2 years ago that was even better than Lockheed Martin's drone. And what he's doing with that, with what our company's doing with that, is when there is a national disaster. I know with the fires in Hawaii, I believe that was last year, they packed that drone full of food and medical supplies and patches to help the residents of Hawaii. We had a hurricane here a year or two ago in Florida, same situation. So natural disasters, we are a humanitarian company willing to help others. So that's what I love about this community, this company, these products. I feel very blessed to be part of it, Carrie. I met wonderful people like yourself who, yeah, I know you're on a mission. You have your own story. You look a lot younger and better as well. My husband's going to be 63. He doesn't look it. So we're just on a mission to help others, make them aware. And I just feel so honored and blessed to be part of this and to also be able to start another company through natural wellness to just pass that along and help many people shine and have quality of life.
Wow, thank you so much. And one last thing, if anybody is on the edge of their chair thinking, wow, I really want to try this, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. By the way, you do have a 30-day money back guarantee, but there's no medicine, there's no chemicals, there's no side effects. Put it on like a Band-Aid. See mine? It's right here. I put it on and I forget about it and I go about my day, and it's activating and stimulating and renewing all day long. I'll tell you, Carrie, I tell people this all the time because it's true. As much as a big proponent I am of supplements, and I do take them, this is so much easier. I hate swallowing those big pills. I literally despise it. But I do it because I know I'm getting good nutrition, right? Vitamin D, B, and all of that, calcium, magnesium, which is a huge, people are so deficient in magnesium. I highly recommend magnesium. But this is so much easier. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, and all those supplements are they can be very harmful to the body. I took a bunch of supplements too, and with the patch, I'm just putting it on for 12 hours, taking it off in 12 hours. And so that's the only rule, is 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So, well, what are your closing thoughts today, Amy?
What, a cup of coffee a day, a little over $3 a day? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? So why not? So I don't know. I would just want people to be open, and whether it's this product or any, look into natural remedies. Again, they're non-invasive. They're not harmful. It will help build your body to help ward off or fight whatever you're going through. And for me, it's about quality of life, right? It's about adding quality to my life and to people I care about. And through this technology in my other business, I've been able to touch tens of thousands of lives, Carrie. Think about that. How impactful is that? Tens of thousands of lives with this product and through my holistic club. And that makes me feel so good because I know where I was 4 years ago. I'm going to get emotional. I know where I was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. I actually feel better now in my late 50s than I did in my 30s and my 40s. And that doesn't happen, right? That doesn't happen.
People ask me all the time. They're like, can you show me your ID? I don't believe you're 57.
I know. You look awesome. Your eyes are glowing. They're so bright, right? But it's also, we love what we do. We love what we do, and we're on a mission to help as many people as we can. That's it. It's real simple.
Throw out your information one more time in case somebody wants to get in touch with you before we end the show, Amy. And I just want to thank you so much for being on today.
Well, thank you, Carrie. I so appreciate your time as well. Folks, I can be reached at 727-776-4552, 727-776-4552. And my holistic club is myholisticclub.com. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, Amy, and have a blessed day yourself. And we look forward to hearing more beautiful stories in the future with the power of the patch. This
Absolutely.
is Carrie K with Living a Healthy Lifestyle Show. Bye.